Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am refilming this entire video because I just looked in the mirror after filming it for the first time fully through and I had lipstick on my teeth and it was enough that I needed to refilm the video. So I am back. Welcome. I'm doing another What I Eat in a Week and I'm so sorry that it's been so long since I last posted one. It has probably been like 2-3 months, which is way too long, so I'm so sorry. That will not be happening again. I'll be doing them more frequently and a bunch more other videos more frequently. I am doing this in a sit down voiceover style with videos that I filmed in the past week without any audio instead of a vlog style one, just because I felt like it worked better with my schedule last week. However, I did want to know what you guys liked more. Do you like the vlog style ones more where I actually am in the moment filming, talking about each one, or when I do the sit down recap of the entire week? These ones are definitely quicker and more to the point. The other ones have a little bit more detail, so please let me know which ones you prefer. I do think regardless of the comments though, I will continue to do a mix of the two, but I definitely want to lean more toward the style that you guys like more, of course. Oh, also real quick, I did want to say there is definitely quite a bit of snacks that I forgot to film throughout this week. I would say my normal snacks are like protein bars, maybe fruit, smoothies, protein shakes, chips, toast. I don't know, I eat a bunch of things as snacks, so I'm so sorry this isn't every single thing I ate this week, but it's probably 90% of it. Yeah, I don't think I have a ton much more to say besides the fact that if you're new here, my name is Ashley, I'm 20 years old, I live in Los Angeles, and I'm vegan. I think we're just gonna get started right now. I don't have that much else to say. I do have my laptop right down here with all the footage from the week that'll be playing, so obviously I know what to say because I don't really have all 7 days of my food memorized. So I'll have to be referencing that if you see me looking down. So I think we're just gonna get started on day one. For breakfast, I made a parfait. I use this Colina yogurt, which I've never had before. I honestly ordered it because I had seen it in glass jars and it came in little plastic containers. So I was quite disappointed, but it's fine. I cut up some strawberries, a couple different dragon fruit, and this yogurt was strawberry rose, which I loved. I've been loving rose flavored things recently. But yeah, the yogurt is really good despite the fact that it didn't come in a cute little jar. It was super good. I love the texture. It had a good like thick vegan yogurt texture, which I can appreciate. So I added on all of the fruit, some hemp seeds, granola, and that was about it. It was a pretty solid breakfast. I love breakfast like this because they're super tasty, but very, very quick to make. And then for lunch, I had quite an elaborate sandwich. I kind of added on everything that was in my fridge that could fit in this sandwich. So I added on some tomato, avocado, Eve's veggie salami, which I'd never had before, but I decided to try it for the first time. And it was pretty good. I liked it. It was also really cheap compared to like other vegan meat products. And then some tofurkey deli slices, added on some vegan mayo on croissant bread. You heard me right. It is a loaf of croissant bread. It's from Trader Joe's, not from Whole Foods. It's in this green bag. It is so good. And I also added on some Dea provolone and it was such a good sandwich. Besides the fact that I couldn't fit my mouth around it, it was so big. The croissant bread is probably like 2 pieces of normal bread all in one, so it was very tall, but it was so good. And as a snack, I had a spoonful of peanut butter, which I love peanut butter and I eat it all the time. There's probably like 3 or 4 other spoonfuls of peanut butter that were just not filmed throughout the week, so pretend that was there. For dinner, Will's mom made me this bean, cheese, tortilla bake with chips and avocado and lime, and it was so good. And I had the weirdest dessert ever. It was some popcorn, a watermelon popsicle, a mini apple, and 2 marshmallows. And then for breakfast, I had some matcha overnight oats with some strawberries. And then for lunch, I made a burrito bowl, Buddha bowl, whatever you want to call it. I had some rice, chickpeas, vegan cheese, I think it was the Whole Foods brand, some avocado that I mashed up with some seasoned salt, added on some mango salsa that my mom gave me. It was very good. Some lettuce, chipotle bitchin sauce, and hemp seed because I've been adding hemp seeds to every single thing that I eat recently. And that was about it. Bowls like this where you just put in random things are probably my favorite go-to meal. And then dinner, I will say this is the only meal I forgot to film throughout the week, and I went to this restaurant, I don't even remember the name of it, but the only photo that I have of it was on my Instagram story, so I have the of the restaurant name so you can look at that. But I got some fried avocado tacos that were delicious with some rice and beans, and then chips and guac we got as an appetizer. Super tasty. And then after that we went to the movies and I went to the candy store and got a bag of candy that I also forgot to film, so I'm sorry about that. Imagine this bag of candy like ×2 because I filmed this the next day with only half of it left. So I ate about half of the bag of candy during the movie, which we saw Pearl. Loved it. Amazing. For breakfast the next morning, I made a matcha latte using jade leaf. Love you, jade leaf, my favorite matcha, and some oat milk from Trader Joe's. Not any oat milk, it is maple oat milk, and it is so tasty and super good for fall. And then I was really excited about these bagel bites and my cream cheese until I opened my cream cheese and there was mold on it upon opening, which I was so disappointed by, so sad, but I ended up eating some avocado on it, so it was good. But the whole time I was just thinking about my cream cheese. And I also drank a suja green juice with it as well. And then for lunch, I made some chickpea salad sandwiches, and I'm not really gonna be showing the entire full recipe on here. One, because it's been around for the longest time, it is not my recipe. And then two, I actually posted a whole TikTok about it. So if you wanna see all the ingredients and everything that I put in there, go check it out on my TikTok. And so I made a sandwich with that. I added on some tomato, lettuce, maybe avocado, I can't really remember. And then I ate it with some nacho hippies, which I've never had the nacho ones before. They're pretty good. Honestly, did not taste much different than the white cheddar ones, but it's okay because I love the white cheddar ones. And then I ended up eating the second half of the bag of candy from the day before. And then dinner, I was feeling a little bit lazy, so I made some Impossible Nuggets and these Trader Joe's seasoned waffle cut fries, which I've never had before, and they're so tasty. I will be definitely buying those again in the future. And then for dessert, I had a couple pieces of the Abe's coffee cake. Breakfast the next morning, I made a smoothie bowl. I also posted this all on TikTok, but I mean, I've made so many smoothie bowls, you can guess what I put in it. And then for lunch, I made some mac and cheese. I used the Thrive Market box mac and cheese, but I always like to add a couple extra things. So I added on some Earth Balance butter and some 365 brand vegan cheese and mixed it all together. And I had a big bowl of that. It was so good. And then as a snack, oh my gosh, I ate this birthday cake Blondie. I've been eating them quite a lot recently. It's from Greyston Bakery, I think. Either way, I don't even know. It's the most delicious thing I've ever eaten in my entire life, and they're at Whole Foods, and I think you should try to get one if you can find them. They also have a cinnamon roll one that is so good. There might be a couple other vegan ones, but those are the only two that I've tried. And now we get to dinner. Dinner was a little bit funny. Will is obsessed with these sticks, these snacks called umayabo. His favorite flavor is corn pottage, and I've never tried them because they have milk in them, so I don't really know what they taste like. But corn pottage is also a Japanese traditional corn soup, and that's what the steaks are obviously flavored to be like, but he's never tried the actual soup. He's only had the snacks, and so he decided that he wanted us to make the soup so we can try it. Funny thing is that he doesn't love corn. He doesn't hate corn. He'll eat corn and things and doesn't hate the flavor, but it's not his favorite flavor. And from my understanding in my research, the soup recipe ranges from a very simple version to another version that's still very simple but a little bit less simple. We chose the one that has more ingredients because the really simple version seems to just have corn and milk. You cook corn, blend it with milk, strain it out, and then it's just warm corn milk, kind of. But the one that we had some paprika, onion, salt, pepper, almond milk, vegan silk heavy cream, and I think that's it. So it's still very, very, very simple. As a backup, we did make some vegan nuggets because we weren't sure how we're gonna feel about it.
That's probably the stupidest way to put it in.
But yeah, I made the entire soup. But I'm actually gonna stray away from this voiceover segment right here and go to a vlog clip, which is the only vlog clip that I filmed this entire video, because I thought that this taste test was necessary for you guys to see. So let's go to that right now.
It looks like broccoli cheddar soup.
I'm so used to having to...
Oh, they're fighting. Let's go! Corn pottage, baby! Woo! Let's go!
Hey guys, we are taking a quick break from the voiceover because I think this is pretty monumental. You're at a really weird angle, but I don't really want to get up to fix it, so...
It smells like corn pottage.
The sticks?
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's sweet like them.
So now you're excited.
Okay, I'm really excited. Do they know about my corn pottage?
I will explain.
Okay.
They'll have some details. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wait, it might be a little hot.
It really is quite similar. It really is.
I've never had these sticks. They're not vegan, so I don't know. I have no idea what I'm comparing this to. But it's not bad. I like it.
If it has, I think it needs a little more salt.
That's why I left the salt out. I think I'd rate this a...
Be careful now, it's not that good.
I'd give it a 7.
7?
Well,
just as would you eat this on a normal night? Would you order this at a restaurant?
no.
I know, I'd give this realistically a 3, but I give corn pottage sticks a 10. Completely different experience, just kind of similar flavor.
You're these taste exactly the same, but they're gonna be 7 points off.
Yeah. No, the flavor is really close. The smell is really close.
But you just want the styrofoam.
Oh, I just want the stick, and it's sweeter, but not corn sweeter, sugar sweeter.
And then later for dessert, we had a bunch of things. I had those birthday cake cookies, some leaf tortilla chips, more of the hippies, and more coffee cake. Next morning for breakfast, I had such a great breakfast. I made some of the Trader Joe's cinnamon rolls, but I put them in my waffle maker because I just think it's more fun, especially making it for one person. Like, instead of having to preheat a whole oven, you just have your little waffle maker, and it's super cute. So I added on some coconut whipped cream and just the icing that came with it. And then I carved an orange into a bear for a TikTok, so I ate that as my snack. And then I had a lunch of a random tofu bowl. I had some rice, tofu, avocado, kimchi, which was white kimchi. I've always seen white kimchi in stores, and I've never bought it just because I like the normal kimchi that I buy, but I thought I would mix things up, and I bought it and I tasted it, and it's good, but I'm now realizing it's white because it doesn't have the spice, which makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Of course, if the red is gone, the peppers are gone, so of course it's not spicy, and it still tastes good. I still like it. It's just not as good, so I was a little upset with myself that I just get my normal one, but it's fine. I had a little matcha to go with it. And then for dinner, I made another chickpea salad sandwich, but I didn't add like any other things to it this time, and then ate it with more nacho hippies. But for dessert, I had another birthday cake Blondie, and then just the remaining dragon fruit that I had in my fridge. For breakfast, I made some oatmeal. I had some quick oats, chia seeds, flax seeds, almond milk, a mashed date, and I mixed that all together and microwaved it because I was feeling a little bit lazy and didn't want to cook it on the stove. And then I added on some frozen berries, but not any frozen berries. Listen up. If you have never put frozen berries into a food processor, please do it and put it on oatmeal. It makes it so much better. I enjoy having little bits of berries in each bite instead of like a super big berry chunk. But then I added on some hemp seeds and tahini and maple syrup and ate this, and it was amazing. And then moving on to lunch, I actually Postmated, which I never do. I look back at my Postmate receipts and I think I've Postmated 3 or 4 times since moving in, which was last December, so not very often. I feel like I always try to save it for like a special occasion or reason, which this one is probably my least special occasion of my 4 times that I've done it. And honestly, it was kind of just because I wasn't really feeling what I had in my fridge or pantry, which I definitely had stuff. I definitely could have made things. But also, the only time that I've been out to eat so far in this video, I forgot to film it. So I was like, I think you guys deserve to see like a super fun meal. So that was my excuse. Maybe it's not worth it, but it's okay. It was pretty delicious, so I don't really regret doing it. I went to this place called Tu Madre, which is a Mexican place, and it's not all vegan, but they have like a pretty hefty vegan menu. And I got a banh mi burrito and a stuffed squash blossom taco. Both delicious. Never tried either of those. Big fan of both. And then for dinner, I had the second half of the burrito because I only ate half of it for lunch, and then some chips and queso using the Kite Hill queso, which is good and didn't have mold on it. And for dessert, I had both the Whole Foods vegan birthday cake ice cream and birthday cake cookies. And for breakfast the next morning, I cut up an orange very fast, apparently, and I also added on some strawberries. And then I went to the store and bought another tub of the Kite Hill cream cheese, which was from a completely different store. I first bought the one that had the mold on it originally from Whole Foods, and this one was from Sprouts. And I ate it, and I made my little bagel bites again, and don't get me wrong, it was super tasty, but I just went to go open the Kite Hill cream cheese again. It's been 2 days since this was filmed, and it has mold in it. So I'm really mad. I don't think I'll be buying this Kite Hill cream cheese again anytime soon, because I can't even say that I had a bad batch because I bought them from 2 completely different grocery stores. I don't know what's up with this product. I used to love it, and I've never had mold problems with it in the past. But 2 for 2 have been bad, and I don't want to waste that much money again, so I don't think I'll be buying them anytime soon, which is really disappointing because I don't think there's a single other vegan cream cheese that I like, at least that much, or even close to that much, but oh well. Then I walked to Sugar Taco, which is a Mexican place, and I love their food, don't get me wrong, but I actually went for a drink. I went just for their Jamaica because I've been in a very big Jamaica kick recently and I needed to get some. But I ended up pouring half of it into another cup, which is probably not the best decision as half of it ended up on my counter, but it's okay because I only wanted to drink half of it because it's a little pricey. I wanted to savor it and have the second half for the next day, so I did that. And then for lunch, I made a burrito bowl, a sad excuse for a burrito bowl. I kind of just threw in some very last things that I had in my fridge. I had some leftover chickpeas, leftover rice, some Kite Hill queso, added those all together in a bowl and microwaved that. And then I just added on some chopped lettuce and cucumbers, hemp seeds, and salsa. So, you know, it doesn't look the best. You could definitely make some better burrito bowls out there, but it did its job. It tasted fine, filled me up, all that matters. And then for dinner, I went to a place called Granville with Will, and we got some fries with rosemary as an appetizer. Super delicious. And then I got a Beyond cheeseburger, which was one of the better ones I'd say I'd have out. I feel like whenever I see a Beyond burger or an Impossible burger or any type of vegan burger on a menu, I'm really not sure what to expect. I feel like they either, like this place, I mean, it was good. It had, what did it have? It had a sesame bun, which was not just any ordinary sesame bun. It was so fluffy. It was delicious. I had some vegan cheese, the Beyond Patty, pickles, tomatoes, red onion, lettuce. I don't know, it was like a pretty solid burger. I feel like they either do that or you go to a place where it's like a burnt rubbery Beyond Burger on a flat bun and like a single piece of lettuce in it, where they obviously do not care about the vegan option. They just like want to put a vegan option on the menu so they can say they have a vegan option, which also eat that. I won't complain. I'm happy they have something, but I'm always very excited when I go to restaurants and I get like a good Beyond Burger, and that's definitely what this was. It was also very massive, very hard to eat, but it was super good. And then for dessert, I had the Favorite Day pumpkin pie dairy-free ice cream for the first time. It is delicious. I was so sad when I first went to Target. I went over to the freezer ice cream section and looked where all the Perfect Day dairy-free ones were. And there was like 6 of them, but none of them were pumpkin pie. And I was so sad, but I honestly wasn't too shocked because maybe I'm in the dark, but I've never heard of a pumpkin pie dairy-free ice cream before. So I was expecting a lot of people to want it. And I was expecting it to sell out, so I was kind of sad, but oh well. It was my entire reason for my Target trip, but it's fine. I was walking out, and then I looked to my left, and there was a like aisle end freezer, so like a mini one, and it was all pumpkin themes, and they had the dairy-free pumpkin pie ice cream. So I grabbed 2 because I didn't want it to be my only chance to get it. And then I like go back to Target the next time, and it actually is sold out, or they don't have it anymore. So I bought 2. Yeah, it was so good, so good. Highly recommend if you have a Target near you. Go buy it. But yeah, that is everything that I ate this week. I really hope that you enjoyed watching. I really enjoyed making it. I know I've said this a bunch, but I'm so happy to be back, and I'm so happy to be posting videos again, along with, of course, more what I eat in a week. More videos of any kind are coming soon, so I'm so happy. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I think that is all that I have for this video, so I'll see you all in my next one.